Hey guys, welcome back to another session of Evony with Genghis on server 68. So today I want to talk to you about sub-city technology and how important it is. So this is something that a lot of people neglect and don't look at because a lot of people, when you're first starting out, you want to finish your military wing, and rightfully so. You want to get all of these up, you want to get the base stats up, and then you want to do the percentage based ones, and then you go all the way to the bottom, obviously, and you're doing all of these. And then when you, is it Academy 27, I think, military advance unlocks. Maybe it's 30, I'm not sure. But then obviously people want to complete all of these percentages. But something a lot of people neglect is in the sub-city. So these are important. Doing the increase, those ones aren't quite as important. But revivals, right? People want their troops to revive. But these are the neglected ones right here. So if we take a look right here, and then at the very bottom when you get here, I'm not quite done these because they are very expensive, and I'm going to show you just how expensive they are. So if you go all the way to the bottom, just so we could see the price. So I did level 1 already on in-city defense. Level 2 is 66 million and 800 stones. And then if you go here, level 3 is almost 120 million and 1,362 stones. And if you read them, each sub-city increases the troop attack when defending the main city. So I have it at 2% right now, and I have 7 sub-cities. So that's 7 multiplied by 2. So that's a whopping 14%, right? So 7 times 2, 14%, right? And if I increase it to that third level, that will be 7 times 3, 21% attack in my home city on defense. So that is so important. So this is on my goal of things to increase, and I'm just waiting for the next speed up event. The last event I ran out of gold, otherwise I would have finished them. And this is twice, right? Because you get to do the exact same thing here. These are all 3% as well. And they look so small. I remember looking at them a long time ago and being like, oh, I'm not going to do 60 days for 1%. But it's times each one into your main city. And originally, a long time ago, I thought this was only going to be in the sub-cities, but you have to read it carefully, and it says specifically when defending the main city. Now, another thing that goes along with that is in the monarch talents. I'm just going to show you in a second. I'll just join these couple rallies, and I think I probably have one to set on my own here as well. So we'll set this last Viking on mine, and then we'll get back into and we'll just see if anyone else has called any that they need help on. No, nothing yet. So we'll get back into the monarch talent, and this is maybe even more important. So we're going to click on there, go into the monarch talent, and right here we're going to look at level 22. Right here, and then at the bottom, level 35 once you get there. So we'll look at level 22 first. This is one that everybody should have on all the time. I used to have resource critical in the middle here. And I still have it on my other setup. So whenever I want to open my boxes, so if I go in here and I'm going to open up all of these boxes, I will switch my talent. So I don't open those unless I'm going to switch and I'm going to do a big training run or building run, and I want to use those because then you get a little bit more, right? If it's 250 boxes at 1 million, instead of opening 250 million, you might get 280. So what's wrong with free resources? But let's go back to the sub-city attack and read it. Each sub-city can boost troop attack 4%. So I didn't know this before, and I thought that would increase my sub-city attacks. What do I care about that, right? But no, this is the exact same thing as the science. So this will be 4 times 7 or 8 or 9, whatever subsidies you have. I have 7. So that will give me 28% more attack on offense and defense from my subsidies. And if I have 8, which I am very close to obtaining, I'll then get 32%. So that is a big increase. And then when we go to the bottom here, I used to do attacking survival because I was like, I want troops die when you attack, and I want 4% to be revived. But now each one increases troop HP by 2%. So if we just do the math, right, it's not as good as the attack, but it's very important, especially for defense. 2 times 7, right? So I'm going to get 14%, and that is huge for your defense. And you know what? The multiplications don't always work perfect. Sometimes I find they're actually a little higher in battle. I don't really know how Evony does their math because my horse HP went up a lot more than 14% on defense. It went up more like 20 something percent, low 20% as soon as I did this. So these are definitely the way to go if you are doing PvP, or just switch it for Battlefield and then switch back after. You can always switch it at night, and then after 8 hours you get the free switch. But this is a very good tip for anyone, especially on new servers, and especially when you read those. They don't always label exactly correctly exactly what they do mean, but what I mean by that is it doesn't say that affects the main city. It just says boosts attack, but it's talking about sub-cities, so you would think that's what it's talking about. But yeah, so just to recap, make sure that you do these, focus on these, because that's 3% for all troops, right? So 3 times 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, however many subsidies you have, that's a lot higher than just doing one level of this, right? This is 40 total, and that was 25 different levels to get there. So those subsidy techs are very important. Make sure to work them, make sure to complete them as soon as possible, and get those done. That's definitely on my list. I will have them done by the end of the month. I'll probably just wait till the next speed event and get them done. So this is little tip on increasing your attack, your defense, and your HP percentages. This is Genghis, server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.